Now, I don't know how many people in the room, hands up if you've got a Gmail account. Got a Gmail account? Yeah, me too, lurking somewhere, whether you use it or not. Well, how's this? About the best part of almost 40% of Australians have a Gmail account. Why do I open the show with all of this? Because the database has been hacked. So if you are somebody who's got your entire life on Gmail, change the freaking password, okay? This is your warning to do so, because 2.5 billion accounts around the world, including, again, Australia being one of the most populous around the world in terms of the percentages that are using. To give you an idea, the United States is only in the early 40s. So for us to be in the high 30s means, yeah, lots of people with a Gmail account, hence why I open this to you. Now, what has been happening is people have been sending text messages, or they've been calling, pretending to be on the behalf of Google. Guess what? Not true. Scammers. And the Sun reports that, however, victims in the UK, they are being bombarded with phone calls, emails and text messages urging them to hand over logins or reset passwords. So, pretty obvious, but if you get some strange little message in the middle of the night from somebody who's probably misspelt your name or the suburb or how wonderful the weather is, scam, scam, scam. I mention it because of so many Australians who, of course, had that at the start of tonight, myself included. So please change your password. All right, and there's lots of other apps if you want to keep the naked photos somewhere else. That's fine, that's your business. Oh, silence in Tasmania. Okay, cool. All right, now let's get to... what we were told, of course, was the case, which was that the greatest Prime Minister of all time, and we're big Albo fans in the room, right? But come on, all of Tasmania voted red, didn't you? All of Tasmania. I thought, okay, we found the 2/3 of the country that didn't. Okay. Now, as you know, there was the Economic Roundtable that they put in place last week, where, of course, it was blah, blah and BS with every idea on the table except the big ones that were going to change anything. And we were told very clearly, do not expect any changes when it comes to taxation. Why? Because we're the good government. We want our 2nd, 3rd and 48th term. And that is what they were saying. Well, guess what happens after all of those assurances? Well, this is the Treasurer on Channel 2 this morning.
We have taken, I think, some important steps to make the tax system fairer, primarily when it comes to income taxes, cutting them last year, cutting them next year, cutting them the year after. And I think that establishes our bona fides from budget to budget. We do consider additional steps. Okay. The best way to do that is to do that in a consultative way.
I believe him. I don't know about you, but I believe every word that man says. And if he says he's not doing anything with taxes, then he's definitely not going to be doing anything with taxes, right? Interestingly, again, we were told that there would be no major changes when it came to negative gearing. Now, remember, before the roundtable, it was the unions who were saying that there was a great need to change, but unsurprisingly, the government was very clear to say, no, nothing to see here, there will be no changes. Until today, when the Housing Minister popped up having a chat with our mate Andrew Clennell on Sunday Agenda, and this is what she had to say, and I don't know about you, but I think you can drive an entire truck through this.
As Housing Minister, would you like to see changes to negative gearing and capital gains tax, particularly as it relates to people having more than one investment property?
Andrew, my objective of Housing Minister is absolutely clear. We've got to build more homes more quickly.
The answer is no. If it is nothing but no, the answer is yes, maybe. Now, whether there is the popular support, and according to some polls there is, about changing the negative gearing system down to just one home, now that's not going to change people today, but of course, inevitably, if the way that you chose to fund your family's future years was through those properties, well, they will not end up inheriting those properties, or certainly the wealth that comes from them. Now, I'm annoyed with this not because I know anyone who's got 78 units around the country, but because people take risks. I know this is crazy for some people to understand and government workers to understand, but people take risks. And even if those risks become a little easier, the more that you happen to have, they still take the risk and they have the expectation of being able to play financial kaplunk at the end of it, where X $100,000 or maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, a little bit more means we're all able to pay for the back nine. Changing that system and changing it mid-flow, well, of course, it's going to damage people. But the assumption of the Labor Party and its favourite media figures is that those people clearly don't vote for them, so just keep changing.